Okay, hello. I'm recording this offline. I wasn't in the mood to stream today. This is Egg Returns Home, the casual difficulty. I will be playing through 30 stages of the game to finish ending number 1. And with that, I'm about ready to get started. So 3, 2, 1, go. Bit of a stall as we load the opening cutscene. This opening cutscene, as you would expect, is very, very important for the lore of this game. As you can see from these highly detailed pre-rendered cutscenes, of course, no computer is capable of running a cutscene like that in real time. We play as an egg with a mustache, and our objective in this game, as the title implies, is to return to our home. That's the lore of the game. I suppose as I start in some of these early stages, as I mentioned, there will be 30 of them that I'll be completing. I should take a moment to run through the base mechanics. I can press left and right to jump just a little bit, more of a hop than a jump, I think. Left and right. I can also hold A when I jump. I'm playing on a controller. I can hold A when I jump in order to jump higher, sometimes to my death. Let's just pretend that was RNG manipulation and move right along. And that's it. That's every mechanic in the game. Playing this game optimally, it's a highly, highly popular category, of course. I'd put it on par with Super Mario Odyssey or Celeste at this point. Playing this game optimally involves really managing your role. It also involves not dying to spikes, which is something that even the most experienced players like myself struggle with from time to time. But that's okay, we're moving right along. Really a blistering pace. Almost certainly world record, I think. On this stage we have to cleverly avoid those spikes and then make it over that jump. Alright. You'll notice how I strategically waited until my egg was at just the precise angle. You also may have noticed a shady character on the right side of the screen at the opening of that previous stage. That character is central to the plot. We will be seeing more of him later, so keep him in the back of your mind. We'll be seeing him real soon. Moving right on through these stages. I've lost track. This stage is a bit of an auto-scroller, so I think in the context of a marathon, this would be a good time for donations. Let's be honest, this entire run would be a good time for donations. If we're being honest. You'll also notice for those observant viewers in the crowd, there's not going to be a crowd for this game, that my egg is now cracked. That represents something. Maybe the character that I'm building every time I take a death in this game. Thankfully, respawn times are quick, really showing a mastery of I think, the genre of difficult, pixel-perfect platformers. I think I'd put this game equally right up there in the pantheon of games like I Want to Be the Boshi, Wings of V, those kinds of games. Right there I had to intentionally pause for a moment since my tilt on my egg was just a little bit off. This is one of the longer stages in the game, really showing off a lot of the scenery. I'm sure it took a dedicated team of artists quite some time to put this masterpiece together. We're going to wait for tilt there, and we're going to wait again. You might not believe it, but I've actually practiced this run. Shockingly enough. And here we see the return of that character. That is, of course, Vooligen chasing me because I came dangerously close to having fun in my speedrun. And from playing a lot of randomizer with Vooligen, that's just something that he cannot allow. He cannot tolerate. But that's okay. We're moving right along. This stage introduces falling platforms, something I think unique to Egg Returns Home. I don't know that I've seen another video game do this, to be quite honest. I also want to take a moment to just shout out the lovely music in this game. Potentially questionable copyright as far as sort of using all this classical music, but the composers likely are not going to be suing over it. Oh god, okay. This stage also introduces those things that fall from the sky and they touch you sometimes. If they touch you, you succumb to shock and are teleported back to the start of the stage. One more such obstacle to go. Oh god. Alright, we made it through. And we are one stage closer to a brand new world record. In a highly contested, active community surrounding Egg Returns Home. I actually created a speedrun.com for this page. I bought it for 50 cents last Easter. 2 Easters ago, actually. Okay, we're going to wait because I've died to that several times. So I paid 50 cents for it. And I think I've gotten more than my money's worth. I'd say this is worth at least twice that. Moving right along. As you can see, we're just blazing through these stages. We're going so fast that the load times can hardly keep up. Almost done. You'll also notice by the blue hue of this world that we are in World 2 of 3 total, each containing 10 stages. For those unfamiliar with math, that adds up to a total of 30 stages. There are an optional 10 additional stages, but I think that 30 stages of this game is just quite enough, to be honest. Oh, goodness. All right. We made it across. Those jumps are a bit trickier than they look. We see the towering figure of that strange person up above, watching us, judging our actions, wondering why we're playing this rather than Overwatch. Many of these stages do sort of have auto-scrolling tendencies as we sort of wait for these cycling platforms to move up and down. You'll also notice the timer in the bottom right. Along with the cracks on the egg, I think this game is very evocative. It really makes you think. It's symbolic of how our time is ticking away, and how I'm choosing to spend my time playing Egg Returns Home. Moving right along, this is another stage. We were going to go real fast. We're going to try to dodge these arrows, not only going up, but also going down. We're going to wait for the roll and go over. Oh god, run away, run away. We made it. First try. I don't know that anyone's ever done that first try before, to be quite honest. And here we are in World 3. There's a split. I did reset my splits. I wanted sort of a fresh comparison, I think. So this should be, I believe, 9 stages to go. This stage also home to a slope, which is very useful for gaining some speed. That's okay. We touched the little orange rotating diamond, which is something that you just can't do in Egg Returns Home. Of course, it's almost silly for me to explain that, since I know that everyone watching is intimately familiar with this game, it being as popular and having received such critical acclaim that it has. But just me, my little eggy self, and my mustache, we're well on our journey. This stage is a little bit challenging. We have to traverse a series of moving platforms and a series of spikes. Also a series of yellow boys who would like nothing more than to just ruin our progress, ruin our blazingly fast pace. You might think this is a task. That would be an understandable mistake. It's not. I am human, but I can see how one might make that mistake. Only a few more to go. This stage is a little more claustrophobic than some of the rest, which poses a unique new challenge, I think. And we're through first try. They said it couldn't be done, but I proved them wrong. That's okay. I may have lost my reference there, since everything looked the same. Jump over these spikes, then we go back over to the right. This stage really is just a labyrinth of platforming finesse. Oh goodness, we're gonna just go ahead and wait. This stage, it might not be very apparent, but this game actually involves something called tilt, which is a sort of subtle mechanic, I think inspired by Super Mario Galaxy. I say that using a term I made up only to make that connection. Another auto-scroller stage here, comparable to one of the earlier ones. We're just going to sort of wait for these elevators to move up and down. It's actually not possible to make that cycle. I've spent hours and hours trying it. Whoops, that's okay. We'll just sort of wait again. As I said, I wouldn't want to rush through these stages too quickly. I think that would really be a disservice to those who have been waiting for this highly anticipated showing at GDQ. It would be insensitive, rude even, for me to play through the game too quickly and rob people of their viewing experience. We're almost done though, only a few stages to go. We're gonna head over to the right, we're gonna jump right up, okay, we're gonna jump right on over these spikes. We're gonna use our superior fitness. We've been doing a lot of CrossFit. We're gonna jump up there. We are almost at the end. The end is in sight. The thrilling conclusion to this tale. I would also say World 3 is the oboe world. If you really enjoy low-quality, high-pitch oboe, this is really the game for you. This stage requiring just a lot of precision to work through here. If this looks difficult, it's because It's because it is. We almost made it there. We're just almost right on through. Taking a few more attempts. We're almost there. We're almost there. I can do it. I can make this happen. These frickin' spikes. You may notice the stage is symmetric, so there's really not much of an advantage going either way. We will not give up. We will succeed. We will not fail. We've come too far. Spent too many tireless hours, blood, sweat, and tears to give up now. Almost. And I think that'll do it. Time is not called yet, but here we are in a room with this mysterious stranger. He's going to talk to us, really explore the lore. I think this is the twist ending that most players just wouldn't see coming on their first playthrough. Once he's done, he's going to mysteriously vanish, just as mysteriously as he arrived. We'll hop off to the left, and then we'll get to see how Egg Returns Home ends. Time stops right now. That's a new world record. 10 minutes, 51 seconds, 45 milliseconds. That's Egg Returns Home. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the music. Bye.